trying, will somebody make it? Shut up about it. Settle down,
Four eyes.
Aaliyah's in a mood in this bitch. You already know. Aaliyah for today, tomorrow, yesterday, and forever. Period. The fuck? Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Oh, don't call, just text me. Bitches slow, can't get on my speed. They stare cause they know I'm the ITGIRL. You know I am that girl. Shh, bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girl from ATL. ITGIRL. You know I am that girl. Shh, bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girl from ATL. How you mad at me cause I'm good, bitch? How you mad at me cause I run shit? Be mad at yourself cause you ain't done shit. Talking all that shit is redundant. Trendsetter bitch, don't be acting surprised. Aaliyah fall to the moon, wanna see my demise. But don't give a fuck, bitch, look in my eyes. I'm a star girl, bitch, about to y'all realize. That bitch today, tomorrow, and the day after that. Don't give a fuck for all you little hoes, and that's a fact. Not arguing with bitches who too scared to show they face. Bitch, if you said that in real life, I swear you would get maced. Bitch, pretty bitches love me, and ugly hoes hate me. But while y'all busy hating, I'm flying across the country to be in vogue, bitch. Yeah. To walk in shows, cause I'm that bitch.
Welcome back to Contest to Speed.
Contest to speed.
Contest of speed.
Welcome back to Contest to Speed. Here to bring you another week of AM1 action. We're live coming to you from Silverstone, United Kingdom. We've already got guys on track. Our resident champion for both drivers and constructors mindset already retiring from the session. I think he's trying to do the last to first tonight. But we're on board now with Fragley's. He goes around. So we're going to watch him as we get our introductions done. I'm your host, Electric Entree. Joining me in the booth, as always, my co-host, Sweens. Sweens, glad to have you back. How are we feeling tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm feeling great, man. It's going to be a fun race, hopefully, here in Silverstone. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some great action here all week. Closing out the week here, this is the penultimate race of the season. Like we said, drivers and constructors have been locked up. Still a battle for P2 in the Drivers' Championship. Pucks F1 leading Pablo Plays in the Drivers' Championship by 27 points. Pablo will need to score at least 2 points ahead of Pucks tonight to have a shot of closing out in P2. Puck's having a great opportunity tonight to shut down Pablo's P2 hopes, but I think that's going to be the big battle here. So here's a look at the Drivers' Championship as it stands after our race in Singapore last week. Mindset, like I said, locking up the championship there. Got the battle for P2 with Pucks and Pablo. There in P4, Gio, Mindset's teammate, very close to Kryptonic Swaying, 1 point behind. Got a few battles here for last minute position swaps, but the championship is over. And here's a look at those constructor championship results as well. Ferrari very far on top, 272 points. Mercedes behind by 55. But Aston Martin there, P4, could take that P3 from Mercedes as well. They're 4 points behind. And McLaren also 5 points behind. B-Carb with, they're, what is that, 8 points? Very, very close. The midfield to the top is very close with the exception of Ferrari. And just as a little refresher, here's our previous race results. Mindset getting the win over Pucks. Stubley coming in, getting that podium P3. Cam Tisdale P4. Pablo plays in P5. Pablo, like we said, needs to outscore Pucks by at least 4 points tonight to keep his P2 hopes alive.
And Pucks coming out the gate with the 126.3, as you were saying, man. He puts up the fastest lap here on his first try. Let's see what Pablo Plays can put together here.
Jump on board with Pablo here. And that Mercedes.
High speed, turn 15, very fun corner here. Up into turn 16s through 18. Let's see what he puts together here. 25% battery. Goes through the chicane. Coming out of turn 17 into turn 18. Will it be the fastest lap? And it gets him to P7. 127.2.
127.2, just under a second behind Pucks. And he's going to have to do better than that. If he wants to get up front, get a good starting position there to battle it out. Stubley P2, he was on podium last week. He's up in P2 with a 126.7, not very far behind Pucks here. And so currently as it stands, Pucks, Stubley, lead the follower, Heavy Chalice. Gio in that second Ferrari, he's up there P5. Mail Carton, DB to Best, Pablo in P8. Tripa Goat, Chubb Tucker P10. Back in the pits, the Kicks, Fragley and Sarazzle, 11 and 12, Bandit P13. With Cam Tisdale, J Supreme, Silent Apex, and Kryptonic Swang in the pit, they have yet to set a time, as well as Mindset, who's already retired from the session. So it looks like here, at least, maybe a bit overcast, but it looks like we're at least going to have a dry quali session. I don't know what the race holds in store for us. But, anything you're particularly looking forward to tonight here, Sweets?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see how these guys can compete. As you were saying, the Ferrari has taken the drivers and the constructors, but P2 is still available. So who wants top 3? Who wants top 5? Who really wants it tonight? Because we are competing at the end of the day. Who is competing tonight? That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is I think deceptively tough track. Very wide open, a lot of full throttle, very high speed. Keeping the tires in check, especially those left-hand tires, is going to be key here. A lot of tire wear on that left. We have a lot of fast right-handers through this lap. And there's some tricky sections here, but like that chicane at the end, we saw Pablo come through there when he set his first lap. If you get on the power too much, it's very slick there. You're going to spin. This corner here that we just watched Lead the Follower go through, another one that's very, very easy to put too much power down on corner exit. So you kind of have to be on top of your throttle control here, and I think that's definitely going to be a key, as well as, like we see there, Lead the Follower getting a little bit of lockup on the left there, front left, and then blocking up the front right in the next corner. Can't get too hard on the brakes through here either. Just a very tricky track to keep the car underneath you.
Absolutely. Looks like we do have 2 DRS zones. I want to say the second DRS zone is definitely a more effective spot to overtake, or get set yourself up for an overtake, possibly into the turn 16 going down the hill. On board right now with Lead the Follower, and he is absolutely flying through this lap. 22% battery left, 204 miles per hour going around turns 15. Let's see what he puts up here. And to your point, Entree, the turns here very tricky. Specifically, turn 3 through 5. I want to say that's a very tricky section of the track. Lead the Follower does improve his time 1 place. He is now P2, right behind Pucks with a 126.5. So good execution there. 11% battery. Let's charge that stuff up, or possibly change and get another rep in here. Turns 3 through 5. I want to say that's a very important part of the track here. I think it really sets you up and keeps you in the game here towards the later turns through turns 11 through 15. And who's going to have the best jump coming out of turns 5? Turns 4 and 5. I want to say that's a very important part of the track here to maintain distance from the cars behind you. So interested to see how these drivers will execute that tonight. Let's see here, who's on a flyer here.
I'm currently
Looks
on
like
board
Neil
with
Carton.
Chubb. Oh,
Chubb?
okay.
Oh,
Well,
Chubb.
he's about
Let's
to
see what
cross the
Chubb's
line
up
here.
to.
He improves to P8. He's down 10th on his time. Puts that V-carb up into P8 with a 127.2. Who did you say? Mail Carton. Let's jump down there to Mail. Up to Mail.
Oh no,
in the
he's
pits.
in the pits now. He's in the pits now. Let's see.
Ferrari of Gio. He's on a lap. He's already down.
Looks like no, Pablo looks like he's setting up. Pablo plays. He's setting up right now.
All right.
For,
well, I'm on board
his
with
next
Gio
hot
here.
lap.
Can you send
Gio?
Cam an invite? He left the session
Yeah.
again, please.
Absolutely.
So yeah, while he's doing that, we're on board now with the Ferrari of Gio. Still trying to set a lap. He's got a 127.0 now. Through Sector 1, he was down on his time by a little over a tenth. He's through Maggots and Beckett's down into the Hanger Straight. Got that red Ferrari flying down the track here. Very high-speed DRS zone coming around by the pit entry. And he's going to jump in the pits, abort that lap. He was down through Sector 1. Looks like he invalidated his time, and I missed that. 7 minutes left in the qualifying. Gio would like to see his time improve there. He's down there at P7 now. And about 7/10 off of pole time as it sits. Speaking of pole, Pucks on his outlap now. He's got that 126.3, leading the pack by 0.2 to lead the follower in P2. Looks like he's giving a toe to his teammate Jay Supreme. Jay Supreme, is he on a lap? He is. So we'll go on board with him, see what he does. 103 coming out of Sector 2. He has yet to set a lap time. He got the toe down the straight. Coming around the final chicane here. Around the start finish. Jay Supreme going P11 with a 127.261. Just behind Pablo Plays, who currently sits P10. And just ahead of Tripa Goat in P12 in that Alpine. Let's see, Cam Tizzle, he's still in the pits. Kryptonic Swang, he's on a lap now. He hasn't set a time yet. Let's see what he's got going on. 103 through Sector 2. He's coming into Sector 3 now. Or sorry, he's finishing Sector 3. 126.993. That puts Kryptonic Swang P6 in that Aston Martin. And he's not very far behind DB DeBest in P5. Looking at the times now, it's a very tight qualifying session. Very tight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the 126s. And from P7 down to P14 in the 127s. And it's a very close in the 127s. Bandit, 128, 121 down there in P15. And I think it's just his first lap. So he's gonna improve on that. Cam Tizzle, Silent Apex, still yet to set a time. Silent Apex on a hot lap now. He just started. So we'll ride along with him, see what he's got in store for us here. Through the first DRS zone. 320 kilometers an hour. A little bit of lock up there. Manages to keep it in check coming around this right-hander. And into Sector 2. Using all the track he can through that that next right-hander. Coming into Maggots and Beckett's now, and he's kept the car under him well. Nice exit onto the DRS straight. He set a purple Sector 2 there, 103.355. Coming around these final two turns, he's sitting at a 125, 126. He's going to be in the 127s, up in P14, 127.434. And everybody has now set a time. Cam Tizzle, except for Cam Tizzle, who's had trouble staying in the session, I think. Connection issues.
Looks like Trepagoat's on a fast one here. He is currently sitting in P13 with a 127.3. Just set a purple first sector here, going around turn 6 through 7. Keeps it tight here. In the turn 8, very tricky acceleration zone. See what he kind of puts up here. He has 60% battery left going into turn 9 through turns 10 through 14. Let's see what he puts up here. See how he executes.
Yeah, he choked through sector 1. He was down 2/10 on his time. That would be enough to move him all the way up to P10 at least. Maybe P9.
And he gets on the gas, and he has the wing open on the hanger straight. He is burning that battery, 14%.
Yeah, we saw through
Just reached 200 miles. Yeah, oops, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, through sector 2, he's 0.23 down on his time. And that'll be good enough for P9 if he can keep it up here. Putting him into that top 10 for the grid.
Fantastic. P6, 126.9, Trepagoat.
Really picking it up there in sector 3. Gaining another 10th on his lap there. Yeah, P6. 3 spots ahead of where I thought he would finish. And that's moved Kryptonic, Fragley, Geo, and Mel Carton down a spot. Chubb Tucker out of the top 10 now. He's sitting in the pits with a 127.2. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the qualifying session. I'm sure that's not the last we've heard of Chubb just yet. We've got quite a few on outlaps now. Pablo Plays, Jay Supreme, Sarazzle, and Bandute all on outlaps. Lead the follower and Stubley on outlaps as well. Heavy Chalice got the Williams at P4. He's on a lap. Got that DRS open, trying to get a tow from that Haas ahead of him. But he is way slow, 6 seconds back on his time. This isn't going to be one he wants to hang on to.
If you look at those qualifying times, P4, P5, P6, P7, and P8 are extremely close here. Who wants to be on the second row? Is it going to be Heavy Chalice? Is it going to be the Ferrari?
Oh,
Maybe the
no.
best. Disqualified from session.
And we were on board with him when that happened. He spun the car. It looked like he was trying to get it turned around. And they gave him a DQ for going the wrong way. Unfortunate for him. I don't really think that was a fair disqualification from the game. But it is what it is, I guess. So DB the best, starting from the back. As the AI pulls the car off the track. Unfortunate for DB. Not much we can do for him there in that situation. So see, we'll jump down here.
Very unfortunate.
Jump down here to Bandute. A little bit slow on his time now through sector 1. He's up a 10th on his time. Sitting in P15 with a 128.1. He's going to need to pick up the pace a little bit. 6/10 will improve his position over Sarazzle. But he's got his work cut out for him. He's going to have to find 6/10 here, or 7/10 through sectors 2 and 3. He's already a 10th up. With the Bandute fan club, we haven't heard much from him in the chat here lately. Lead the follower retired from the session in P2. He says that's the best he can do, a 126.5. He's done. Bandute has found an extra 10th, though. He's now only down 9 thousandths of a second. That means he's going to have to find 6/10 here. He'll improve his time, maybe, but I don't think he's going to have that much improvement. We'll see his teammate Pablo Plays in the background following him around. Pablo looks like he's on a lap as well. Bandute does not improve. But Pablo does, moving up to P4 with a 126.7.
Wow. Great execution from the Mercedes driver there. 126.7. Yep, exactly there. Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Looks like
Very,
we are,
9 thousandths behind Stubley in P3.
Yeah.
Qualifying is over. Everybody who's on a lap now, this is all they get. Stubley's out. Pucks is out. He's got that 126.3. He's down a 10th and a half on his time through sector 1. He wants to hold on to that P1 here. Like we said, Pablo, he needs that. If he scores at all, well, not if he scores at all, but if he scores more than Pablo, he's got that P2 locked in the drivers' championship. He wants this pole position to really help him cement that. Pablo, meanwhile, down there, P4 on a lap. He had that 126.7, and he's invalidated, so that's where he's going to stay. So he will not be starting ahead of Pucks, and here comes Pucks, 126.1.
Pucks gets the 126.1. Wow, putting a statement on that fastest lap there.
Absolutely flying. And that looks like who we've got here. Pablo, who's invalidated. Male Carton has also invalidated. Silent Apex of that McLaren has not invalidated. He's coming around now through the final turn. He's going to go 126. He's lost 6/10 on his time. And that's going to be the end of qualifying. All right, here's your qualifying order here in Great Britain, here at Silverstone. Pucks F1, Stubbly. 2 Canadians on the front row, Haas and V-Car. We've got Lead the Follower, Kryptonic Swing, Pablo Plays P5, Mel Carton, Silent Apex, Heavy Chalice, Geo, Treepagoat P10, Fragley, Chubb Tucker, Serazzles, Jay Supreme, Bandoot P15, Cam Tissel, who did not set a lap time, Cost Mindset, and DB to Best P18 with that unfortunate disqualification. So that's your qualifying order, and we're gonna let these guys get their setups in and their race strategies, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Contest to Speed.
Contest of 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 speed.
All right, welcome back. What you just saw there was our new trailer, Season 16. Our resident chef, BK, cooked that up this week. Hot dish coming out to you. We're here at Silverstone. This is the next to last race of the season. Next week we'll be at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, and that'll be the conclusion of Season 15. And we're going to try to hit the ground running here, Season 16, get that going very shortly after Season 15 ends. But that's our little hype trailer there for Season 16. And good time to say, if you like what you've seen so far, if you've been joining us throughout the season and want to be a part of this on-track action next season, this is the best time to sign up. Discord in the Twitch chat will provide you a link to the Contest Speed Discord where you can sign up as a European driver, American driver. We've got tiers for all skill levels. We'd love to have you come be a part of our community. With that being said, looks like we are here. We've got overcast again, but it looks like we're at least starting off in the dry. Guys still getting their setups in. And Sweens, you were saying something earlier just a minute ago about taking care of the tires here for this race and how close the qualifying times were, and you thought maybe that was going to carry over for the race as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think tire strategy is going to play a huge part here. And it's going to be a very dynamic race here. So let's see what these drivers could put together. I'm expecting probably more softs from the midfield to try to get an early jump, and then maybe some mediums to hards in the starting from the front. Maybe even softs in the front. Who knows? Let's see what these drivers do. But yeah, excited to see who's the fastest here in Silverstone. So. Looks like we have 18 different turns here in Silverstone, 2 DRS zones. Like I said, the turns to look out for are turns 3 through 5. I feel like it's a very crucial step to overtake. If you are, going to overtake the car in front of you, you're definitely going to want to take those turns perfectly. I think that specific part of the track is a launch pad into setting up an overtake into turn 6 possibly, or even into turn 15 going down into 16. So let's see what these drivers can do. I know I keep saying that. I feel like a broken record at this point, but yeah, man, what are you thinking? Oh, and it looks like we are
thinking
having
we're going
the
to
lights turn on.
I'm thinking we're going to the start, baby.
Yep.
We got 5 red
And
lights,
the
and
lights
we are
are out.
off. Here at Silverstone. Puck's getting a good jump there. See that reaction time? We're not going to get a reaction time, it looks like. But Puck's, he's going to take the lead here. Stubley right behind. We got another McLaren there, P3. Aston Martin, we've got some tire smoke. Looks like everybody's staying clean. We got an Alpine going wide, though.
Absolutely clean jump from the Haas driver. Puck's F1, Stubley behind, lead the follower in P3. Kryptonic swaying. Looks like these folks are all pretty close together. Mail Carton looks like he is right on the outside of that McLaren Silent Apex. Will he make the overtake here? Or will these folks, preserve the battery and wait for the wings to open here? Looks like people are on the battery just a little bit. Most of these folks are still 70% battery or more here going into turn 9, so let's see what these folks can do. Looks like we do have some overtakes here in the back. Heavy Chalice overtaking Trepco. Bandute overtaking Cam Tizzle. Looks like Cam Tizzle is not in the lobby. Let's see if we can get him in the lobby here.
So while Sweet tries to get Cam back in here, Cam's AI going to get overtaken by Chubb Tucker, taking that free position. Moving that V-carb up a spot. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no. Yeah, he did get passed by. Chubb Tucker up to P15. Cam Tizzle down to 17 now off the start. Meanwhile, Puck's ahead, but Stubley's right behind him. 0.3 of a second back. And lead the follower as well. It's a very tight race here for P1 so far through lap 1. But Puck's is going to take it. 132.0 for the first lap here. And something to add on to what Swings was saying earlier, it's a decently long lap here, but it's a very high speed track. A lot of full throttle time. I think in addition to taking care of the tires, going to have to take care of that ERS battery as well, because it's very easy to overuse your energy and run out of steam when you need it the most. Top 3 on the soft tires.
Looks like we had an incident there in the P17, P18 with the Alpine and in the Visa Cash App. So V-carb. Not sure what happened there, but looks like no harm, no foul. These folks are on to racing. And as you were saying, it looks like lead the follower is pretty close here to Stubley. Will he make a move? He will have the wing open. They will have the DRS train. Will Pucks lose the P1 position in the hangar straight here on lap 2? We will find out here. And as I'm talking, Jay Supreme makes an overtake on the kit car for P9. Back to what I was saying with the McLaren P3 wings are open. Stubley is right on the back of Pucks, and it looks like he's just hanging out there. And as I'm talking, Gio makes an overtake on Mail Carton, the Williams car for P7. And as I'm talking, Mindset makes the overtake into P10, starting from the back, already into P10 on lap 2.
We've got
very interesting to see that.
Looks like Fragley into the pits, maybe, or no, Sarrazzle into the pits. Lead the follower getting fastest lap there, 129.555. Great lap from him. Puck's had it for just a split second. Lead the follower, taking it right back here on lap 2. And yeah, Mindset up into P10 already. Started P17 on the grid. He's gained 7 positions in 2 laps. He's on a charge. You see his teammate just ahead of him there. Three cars ahead. And Mindset's on the charge now.
And Mail Carton and the Haas driver are wheel to wheel. They are, oh my goodness, they are so close to each other here coming out of turn 7 here. Looks like Haas, Jay Supreme does get the the jump out of that turn there. And Mindset makes the overtake on Mail Carton. 2 for 1 for Mail Carton. Unfortunate for the Williams driver. Mindset is on a tear here, right on the back of Jay Supreme here. Looks like Jay Supreme has 30% battery. To the contrary, it looks like the folks in the front here, P1 through P5, are managing the battery well, over 70%, except Kryptonic Swing, 56%. And Pucks loses the P1 and going into turn 15. Stubley in the Red Bull overtakes Haas there. Going into turn 15, very cool. Looks like Williams overtaking Fragley for P12 here. So we're definitely getting some action here, and we are only on lap 3. and Stubley takes the fastest lap with a 1:29.1.
Yeah, interesting. The field being this close, like it's definitely helping it out because these long DRS zones, very high speed. And look, Puck's already flashing. Maybe he's charging his battery up. I think harvesting some energy. Yeah, he's up to 71% now. He turned it into battery saving mode through those slower turns. Now he's onto this straight. He's going to burn some battery here. Just off the rear diffuser of Stubley. We saw Stubley go P3 last week at Singapore. He's coming out here looking to make a statement now. He's got that P1, holding off Pucks, who's been on the tear here these last few races. A lot of wins, and I think he's on 3 or 4 wins now, and they all came kind of midway through the season. But Stubley, he said he's here to race, and racing he is.
That is true. That is true. One thing to keep in mind here, Entree, is Kryptonic Swang. He is on the mediums, and while these folks in P1 through P2 and P3 overtake each other and possibly cook the tires, Kryptonic Swang is hanging back with the 3-lap old mediums compared to the 3-lap, pretty much 3-lap softs from everyone around P1 through P8. So let's see what Kryptonic Swang can do here. Will he increase his pace as time goes on in this race? Only time will tell. But Pucks overtaking, going back into the P1 spot. Stubley falling down into P3 here. Looks like Lead the Follower is now P2, fighting for the P1 spot here, right behind Pucks, going into turns 3 through 5. The very critical part of the track I was talking about earlier to really kind of set up your overtake if you really want to have one within the lap. It looks like Lead the Follower does have a good jump out of there. Does have more battery, about have 10 to 50% more battery than Pucks here going into turn 6. So let's see how these guys manage the battery here. In Kryptonic Swing, as I was saying, we're having so much action here in the midfield. DB the Best overtaking Mail Carton into P10 here. So we are having folks here fighting for some points. That's good to see here. Let's see here. Yeah, so these guys, what do you think about the tires? I mean, they're fighting for P1, P2, P3, but at the same time, I feel like the tires are deteriorating, at an accelerated pace, and as I'm talking, Friendly overtakes Heavy Chalice for P12.
Yeah, I think Kryptonic Swing might be onto something here. He's got those mediums he's maintaining with the leaders now. Look, Puck's back into P2, Lead the Follower now into P1. We've had 3 lead changes in 5 laps. But back to what I was saying, Kryptonic Swing, he's in P4 there. He's just kind of, he's sticking right with these lead 3. Hasn't really looked like he's trying to get his nose into it, but these guys they're battling it out from the get-go. Like you said, probably burning up the tires. Kryptonic takes care of those mediums. He's going to be much better off here in the next probably 10 laps or so. Unless we get some kind of safety car where everybody can come in and pit, he's going to be in a good spot here on those mediums. Come like the next 5 to 10 laps.
Absolutely. Yep. Couldn't agree more. These guys are battling out. Another thing to look out for is Mail Cart. He is actually on the hards. So him and Bandoot are the only ones on the hards here, and these folks are pretty close to the whole field here is pretty, there's definitely some opportunities to be had, to be taken over. So let's see, who capitalizes on these. And as I'm talking, Puck's F1 right on the back of that McLaren, 0.1 away from him going through turns 13 and 14. He will have the wing open. Will he make the overtake going into turn 15? Only time will tell. He has the jump. He has the battery on. There's over 50% battery. Lead the Follower has his battery on, 40% battery. Doesn't have the speed. And as I'm talking, Kryptonic Swing overtakes Stubley.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Kryptonic Swing to the inside there, getting wheel to wheel with Stubley. And this is an interesting part of the track, wheel to wheel. It looks like Kryptonic backs off just a little bit here. But he's right ahead of Pablo Plays. He's going to lose a little bit of time because that lockup and having to back out of it to let Stubley by. But that was an interesting point to go. If he had stayed there, that would have been an interesting place to go wheel to wheel. And he thought better of it in the end. He's trying to maintain and stay in this race. He's doing a good job sticking with the leaders, though. And as they come around, lap 7 of 26 now. Gio retiring from the session.
Oh no!
And I don't think that was in the. It must have been in the pits. We don't have a yellow.
No, he's in the pits.
Okay.
He's in the pits. Yep. Trepagoat overtaking Chubb Tucker for P13.
And I think, Chubb has been battling with Trepagoat there. He was just a minute ago. He was right behind him, but look, he's already a second behind. He must have had a little bit of a bobble or a spin or not a spin, but got a little loose there and lost some time. He was right on the back, must have overtaken him, and then gave the spot right back. So unfortunate for Chubb down there P14. He has improved from that early incident he had off the start of the race.
Oh, and Lead the Follower is going for the move into turn 15 to take P1. Pucks is right on the back. Will he go like that? I'm not too sure. He's going down the hill into turn 16. He is right on the back of Lead the Follower here. And Lead the Follower just took advantage of the battery there. It looks like they are around at the same battery, 55%. Looks like Lead the Follower is going into the battery out of turn 18 to get a good jump into turn, 1 through 3 here. So let's see what these guys can do. Stubbly right on the back. We are now on 7 laps of these softs, and they are battling it out. So these tires are definitely screaming, or starting to scream. Not sure, but we'll see here how the race progresses.
Yeah, the lap 8 of 26 now. We're almost a third through the race already. Been a clean race so far. With these guys at the front, on top. Oh, somewhat Gio has left. Okay, he was out, he left. These guys on the softs. Kryptonic Swing, the only one on mediums in the top 7. And then you've got 8 and 9 on mediums as well. Mel Carden doing well in the hards, up to P10 now. Lead the Follower, leading them around now. And we'll see here, look at this on the softs. 27% on those left side tires. 14 and 17 on the rights. Like we said, it's a lot of fast right-handers here. It'll beat the tires to death. But let's compare that with the tire wear for Kryptonic Swing on those mediums. And it's a little bit better, but not much. It's not quite halved, the tire wear. But he is sitting in a better spot compared to the softs ahead of him.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just on board with Silent Apex and just watching these cars on board and these competitive lines that they're putting out here, these competitive driving lines, I should say. Yeah, these guys are really close to each other here. These guys are being extremely competitive, extremely clean driving. All the things you want to see here in Silverstone. We are in lap 9, and it looks like most of the overtakes, Entree, have been on turn 15. Going into turn 15, that DRS seems to be a very popular spot to overtake.
Yeah, the DRS helps so much. It's such a long straight. It gets really sets you up. You can get right up alongside using that DRS, go to the inside and get the overtake done. It's a great spot for it. So I'm not necessarily surprised that that's the case.
Yeah. It goes without saying. I mean, it's a DRS zone, but I'm interested to see which drivers are going to take advantage of using the battery going down turn 15 to turn 16. You can really put your car into a right spot if you're really close to the back end here. And these folks got their wings open. Will Lead the Follower overtake Pucks. Looks like he doesn't have the pace here, but as I'm talking, looks like Heavy Chalice is overtaking Trepagoat here. Looks like Trepagoat had something going on going into turns 10 through 11. Yeah, these guys P1 through P6, it's just incredible to see these guys compete here. These guys are neck and neck at lap 9 here. Pucks F1 is just getting an incredible jump out of turn 18, really put up at least 0.2 or 0.3 just from that one turn. Lead the Follower right on the back of Pucks F1. Will he make the overtake? Will we see overtakes going into turn 6? That's a very interesting part of the track. That left turn bend, it's very tricky to keep the traction on. But as we're talking, look at this lap 9 on these softs. You have to think that these things are definitely losing time, for sure. And it looks like Stubbly is right on the back of Lead the Follower with that wing open. So.
We can look here.
These guys
look at the lap times. We're that last lap in the 130s for the top 9, 10, top 10, all in the 130s. But compare that with the fastest lap. We're almost a second slower now. Kryptonic Swing was he a 129.5 was his fastest lap. His last lap was a 1:35. So even Kryptonic Swaying is losing some time on those mediums. But yeah, I mean, the tires are definitely slowing down. They're showing their age. We're not quite halfway through this race, but we're close. And been a very clean race, but it's been a very tight race as well. So Razzle retiring from the session now. I think that was in the pits as well. So we have two retirements so far here on lap 10. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Not sure for what. Oh, so Razzle probably coming out of the pits as his AI. Meanwhile, Pucks, he's got almost a half-second gap to lead the follower. You see that gap in the front. The front three starting to spread out just a bit. They're not quite nose to tail. They're still very close to each other, but not nearly as bad as before. Maybe these guys now trying to go into a little bit of tire saving to save what little bit of a soft tire they have left until it's time to hit the pits.
Yeah, it's very impressive for Pucks to manage a battery without that wing open when he has those P2 through P6 with those wings open. And looks like he's managing the battery pretty well here, going into lap 12 here. So
look here, Kryptonic Swaying. He's 1/10 off of Stubbly now. He's in P4, looking to maybe to take that P3. He's very close. He was under a 10th behind just a second ago as I was swapping to him. And looks like coming through.
Oh, he does have the jump. He has the jump. He has the battery on, and he is flying down the hangar straight here into P3.
Going
for the 2-for-1. Oh my goodness! Wheel to wheel against Lead the Follower. Lead the Follower just a little bit ahead of him though. And Kryptonic Swing is not going like that. He is inside line, and Pucks F1 is going into the pits here. And yeah, the mediums, I mean, if you're trying to, capitalize on this is the time here. So Kryptonic Swaying into P2, right behind Lead the Follower, Stubbly P3, and Pablo P4. But yeah, Kryptonic Swaying had a jetpack launch out of turn 14 there to make 2 overtakes essentially in one turn,
yeah,
especially on this track. It's very tricky.
Right. We'll go here and look at the replay. As we're coming around, you see Kryptonic, he goes from the outside all the way to dive into the inside there, going wheel to wheel with Lead the Follower off that hangar straight. Getting the overtake done as the leaders jump into the pits. Great move by Kryptonic Swaying. Now up to P2 thanks to a couple of pits, but look, Stubbly getting his wing in there. He wants that spot back. And he's not going out without a fight, but he's also got Pablo Place right behind him, and it looks like Pablo might be trying to get a move done here. Like we said before the race, Pablo he needs to score some points. He needs to score at least 4 over Pucks to stay in that fight for P2. Not sure if he's going to get it done, but he's going to try his best. We're on lap 12 of 26, and he's still got some fight in him. But look at this now. Kryptonic Swing was right there with Lead the Follower. He's dropped back 3/10. Drop back to 3/10 as we got more coming into the pits now. Pablo Plays Lead the Follower into the pits. Kryptonic Swing staying out, it looks like. Yeah, he's going to take the lead here on lap 13. That'll be our 4th leader in this race.
Oh, 10-second penalty, brutal.
J Supreme. 10 seconds speeding in the pit lane.
That's so brutal. Very unfortunate for the Haas.
And look at this. Now it's Kryptonic Swing and Stubbly, and they've got an 8-second gap to P3 now. It's just these two on track. And this is, Stubbly, he's got to be hurting on those softs. Lap 13 now, halfway through the race. But he's sticking right with Kryptonic, so they must not be hurting too bad just yet.
Yeah, Stubbly's sticking to the strategy here. 12 laps on those softs. P2 currently. Very, very impressive. Looks like he does have some space into P3 here. Looks like Kryptonic Swaying is making the most out of the medium tire start here. P1 currently. Looks like got DB the best. 8 seconds behind Stubbly here. So looks like Kryptonic Swaying goes a little wide there. Going into,
look, here comes
13 and 14.
Here comes Stubbly. He's going to take the lead around the outside. Good move by Stubbly. Kryptonic Swing dropping back down to P2, but Stubbly jumping straight into the pits. He wants off those softs. And now Kryptonic Swang out there all alone, just hot lapping. But if you look here on the leaderboard at the tire age, look, 12 lap old tires for the top 6. Pucks, he's up to P7 now. Lead the Follower in P8 has not pit yet. And that's so Lead the Follower, Pablo plays, J Supreme yet to pit. Or no, sorry, not yet to pit. They've got new tires. Wow. I forgot what we were looking at for a second. That's my fault. Fragley and Troubagoat Stubbly in the pits, Troubagoat in the pits, Cam Tizzle in the pits, Fragley coming out, P5 on the mediums. And Male Carton chasing down Mindset now. Mindset chasing down.
I'm expecting a few. I'm expecting a few
look at
overtakes.
This. Male Carton to
Williams.
the inside on Mindset.
Oh wow!
And he's gonna hang on.
He's on those 13. He's on those 13 lap hards, Entree. And I feel like this is the time for those to shine. He's surrounded by 13 lap old mediums. I think he could definitely overtake here for sure. Oh my goodness!
They bump it wheel to wheel, pushing Male Carton out wide. Mindset getting that position back.
That was like the Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen incident that one year, but it didn't end in chaos.
Not yet, anyway. We still got a lot of
that move can be done.
That's exactly right. But look, here comes Male Carton again, back to the inside.
Oh my goodness, for the 2-for-1.
2 spots, that puts Male Carton up to P2. DB the best P3, Mindset P4. Kryptonic Swang going into the pits now, lap 14. I think DB the best jumping in the pits as well, yes. And that leaves Carton and Mindset, P1 and 2. Fragley up there, he's going to move up P3. No, Fragley's in the pits. That's going to take Pucks. He's gonna gain a couple spots here. Oh, and look like Troubagoat getting a 3-second for track limits. Also easy to do here. Some of these high-speed turns, there's lots of runoff. Very easy to go off outside of the white lines and gain those 3-second time penalties. Honestly, kind of surprised we haven't seen more yet. First one we've seen, lap 15 of 26. Get the helicopter cam of Mindset and Male Carton here. Carton wringing everything he can out of those hard tires. He's managing to hold Mindset off for now. But we're coming about to the point here where Mindset went wheel to wheel with him and forced him off track. So we might see that move again. But no, it's not going to happen. He's not going to have it. He's not going to be close enough here. Carton kind of stepping away from him a bit here. And you know, at this point, you have to wonder.
Yeah.
Is Carton kind of hoping for a maybe for a safety car here? He's on those hard tires. He's P1, but he's yet to pit. And we'll go back and look at the total pit stops here. Carton and Mindset and Bandu yet to pit in this race. So you know, everyone else.
They're staying out.
Yeah, everyone else has gone in. So looking for the overcut here, but we've seen in this game cycle, overcut has not been very effective. In this game, so you know, kind of wonder if he's just hanging on now and hoping for a safety car to come in and without where he can change those tires without losing too much track position. Lead the Follower setting the fastest lap down there, P4 in that McLaren on the new mediums.
Wow, 129 flat, pretty much. That's incredible pace here. I'm expecting that 10-second to shrink here very fast.
Oh, yeah.
10-second gap between 2 and 3.
And it already has. Puck's gaining 3/10 already, just since you said that. He's absolutely flying. He's got the McLarens chasing him, but he's keeping his distance. He's got those new tires as well, and he's ready to ride.
It's like Mindset starting in the back into P2. It's 16 laps here, so definitely has some. Definitely got some overtakes here. Still needs a pit, so it's interesting to see where he's going to end up here. But definitely does have the pace. Male Carton going extremely wide on those hards into turns 13 and 14. And Mindset overtakes to take P1 on the race in lap 16.
Yeah, I saw Carton there. Great use of the escape road there. He went wide again in that same spot he did a couple laps earlier. But he didn't lose. You know, using that escape road, he didn't lose too much time there. And he's right back on the diffuser of Mindset now. I think the crossover's happened. We've got 10 laps to go in the race, lap 17 and 26. And I think the crossover has happened here for the hards to the mediums. Hard's not a very effective tire at this track, but after 17 laps, they've kind of come into their own. Stubbly improving to the fastest.
Stubbly.
128.9.
Wow.
We are under 1 minute
Flying.
29 seconds
Yeah.
around Silverstone.
Oh my goodness, and
Oh.
they are setting fastest laps here. 128.3 for DB the best in the Red Bull.
DB the best, he's on the softs. Got DQ'd in qualifying for going the wrong way after a spin. Unfairly, I think. But he's making the most of it up to P10 now. Starting from the back as well. Not quite the success story Mindset's had. Started 18th, but he's now up to 10th. I mean, that's a solid race so far here. 17 laps into it. And he's,
Absolutely, and I'm very curious to see with these next, the P1 and P2, Mail Carton and Mindset, what tires are they going to come out in? I'm thinking maybe softs, possibly?
I would think
What do you
softs
think?
would be the move. Yeah, I mean, we've got, by the time they come in, it'll be under 10 laps to go. But look at this, we're on board.
Yeah.
Lead the follower, chasing Pucks down. Pucks was starting to put a gap on him, and Lead the follower had other ideas. He's caught back up, and he's going to have the DRS here. We'll see how this goes now. Look, he's catching up. He's going to go to the inside. And he's going to have that move done well before the corner.
Oof. Incredible.
Pucks F1 moving down to P4 now. Still a second-and-a-half gap to Stubbly behind in P5. Stubbly putting up a great fight earlier in the race. Race isn't over, and he's catching up. But he needs to make up a little more ground. He wants to get in that DRS to help him stay with this pack here. And look at this, though. We were talking earlier. Lead the follower, 5.9 seconds behind Mindset. It was a 10-second gap from Pucks to Mindset just a couple laps ago. So you can see the difference of the new tires versus the older ones. And Mindset into the pit. No, not Mindset. I'm sorry. I was looking at something else there.
Oh, Pucks is making the move. Pucks is making the move, and he takes P3 from Lead the Follower into turn 6. And Lead the Follower doesn't go like that. He is right on the back of the Pucks F1. Will he make the move into turn? Does get a good jump. 75% compared to Pucks, 60%. He has a little bit of a battery advantage. Into 7th gear, they go around turns 9. Will Lead the Follower have the jump out of turn 14 to make the overtake? He is right on the back of that Haas. Going into, oh my goodness, and we are about 100 meters away, and the wing is open. And the battery is not on, but it does look like he will have the pace, but it will be late. It will be around the corner in turn 5, and he stays right behind Pucks.
A little bit of contact there, front wing to the diffuser of Pucks. Just a little love tap there, let him know he's there. But yeah, Lead the follower.
He's just letting him know. I could
get the slipstream, has the DRS. Didn't burn a single bit of battery through there. But look at this now. Now Stubbly's in this now. So Mindset's still ahead. Kryptonic Swain jumping in the pits. He's come out on the softs. He's come out P6. Mindset's still in the lead. 4.3 seconds ahead on those mediums. The same mediums he started on. Stubbly going almost wheel to wheel with Lead the follower.
Oh my
here.
goodness.
Not quite enough, but he was right there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Such a tricky left turn. Turns 4 and 5 there. It's very easy to spin the car there, so it's impressive he took the inside line there.
Oh yeah. And this is we're looking at a three-way battle here for the net P1. His Mindset is, like we said, still to pit. And he's going to come out behind
18 laps. He is the tire whisperer, okay? He is the tire whisperer at this point. 18 laps on those mediums. Wow.
Yeah, he knows it doesn't matter what he does out here now. He's already got the championship won on both ends.
Yeah.
He's just out here cruising. Look at him. You see him there, and you see Pucks. Pucks Lead the follower.
Lead the follower has the pace, and he makes the move on 2. Wow.
Late on the brakes, I
incredible,
saw a
the
little tire
acceleration.
smoke. A little bit of lock up there. He was really pushing that turn, but look behind too. Pablo plays. Oh no. What just happened? Silent Apex has left the session.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Everybody.
You still in here?
Yeah, uh-oh.
No, I mean the race is still happening.
Oh,
I
is
can
it?
still see it.
Okay, so
The race is
got
still happening.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you. It says you left. I just sent you an invite. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got the invite, but I have to reload into I have to get through the ending screen. Okay, so 1 second. We got a little technical difficulty here, so give me 1 second, folks, and we'll be right back with the rest of this race. Welcome back to Contest to Speed.
Contest of 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 speed.
All right, we are back live. Sorry for that interruption in the programming. Mindset has lost his gap. It's 3/10 back. Lead the follower, P2. Pucks is Stubbly right there as well. We see Mindset leading the pack around, but he had a 5-second gap, or 4-second gap when I got disconnected, and he's lost that. We're on lap 21 to 26. And here comes Lead the follower now. Got the wing open. Mindset going to the inside, avoiding the bumps on the right side of the track there. And I think, yeah, Mindset 20 lap old tires still yet to pit. So he's just pushing them as long as they'll go, but here we see Lead the follower.
Oh my goodness, they're going wheel to wheel. Wheel to wheel there, Mindset, and Lead the follower.
Wheel to wheel. Mindset manages to keep that P1 for now. But we already know he's not going to come out P1 here, as he still needs his pit stop, still needs to change his tires. But he's hanging on for now. I expect we'll see him lose it here, though. Everybody behind got DRS. There goes Lead the follower to the outside.
Oh, and Pucks is trying to squeeze in between, and he does. Oh my goodness, it was like he tried to squeeze it between. It got a little too tight there for Pucks, but no harm, no foul to his wing. Hopefully, right behind Lead the follower.
Stubbly going to the inside on Mindset there, getting the move done as well.
Oh wow! Incredible move, Stubbly.
Mindset down to P4 with Kryptonic Swing chasing him down as well. Crip on those softs now. He's absolutely flying. We've got 5 laps to go. Lap 22 and 26. Here we go.
21 laps on the mediums. I'm just, at this point. I'm increasingly being like that's just shocking at this point.
Yeah, it's
21 laps on the medium on Silverstone. I bet you those right tires are at 50+% at least, right?
Oh, they've got to be. Let's see here. I'd like to pull away and look at it, but these guys are so close. I don't want to jump away.
Yeah, they're so close. They're so close. Yeah. Bucks is, we are 5 laps. 22. Yep, within 5 laps here. So
on board now with Pucks. 3/10 behind Lead the follower. 5 laps to go. Pablo plays down there P6, and if it stays like it is now, for sure Pucks is going to have that P2 in the Drivers' Championship locked up. Done a great job these last few races piloting that Haas around all the tracks we've visited in the past few weeks. This week is no exception. Up there P2, look, he's got the DRS. He's going to the inside, gives it a look, falls back in line though. Not time just yet. We have seen
Kryptonic Swing. Wow.
We have seen Pucks be very patient out here. Top 3 now though, putting a bit of a gap on Kryptonic Swing there on those softs. He's 2 seconds back. Mindset still hanging with Kryptonic though. Here we go. Look, Pucks. He keeps edging out to looking like he's going to make the move, and then falls right back in. I think he's trying to Lead the follower into maybe pushing too hard or something here. But he's also got Stubbly behind to deal with. And look, they're going wheel to wheel now. Stubbly going around the outside, doesn't get it done.
Wow! Oh my goodness! This is incredible racing from the top 3 here. Wow, Stubbly right on the right on the side of Hot. Oh, he might go for P1. Oh, he makes P2. All right.
Now he's on the outside though. Pucks have the inside line. Is he going to hold him off? Oh, they make a little bit of contact. Stubbly hanging on to it though. What a display of racing. We'll go back and look at that on the replay. We see him come out of the DRS. Stubbly going to the inside, but then he's on the outside line. Puck's trying kind of for the switch back there, but it doesn't work out. Stubbly still managed to hold it on the outside. as the top three now coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Lead the follower, staying up front. The little battle there between Pucks and Stubley has moved Pucks back. Put a little gap, but here
Oh
comes,
my goodness.
Here he comes. Pucks going way wide, swinging
Oh,
wide.
there's so much traffic. Oh, there's contact.
Unreal.
Oh my goodness, the hanger straight is it's Monaco over there. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean these guys are absolutely duking it out right now.
I mean that's I mean Pucks had 85% battery going out of turn 14 compared to like 50 and 40%, you know, and he had such an incredible pace, but it just the cars just kind of got in the way there. And as I'm talking, Stubley looks like he does have might have lost the rear for just a quick second. No harm, no foul. Looks like Pucks is right on the back. He will have the wing open going into turn 6. Will he have the speed, though, and the execution to make the overtake? As I'm talking, looks like the midfield, we have some action here. Fragley overtaking Mindset in, Mindset is in the pits now, coming out in the softs.
Yeah, and you got to think he's going to try and get that fastest lap. Take it away from DB. The best currently holds it. DB up to P7 now. He's 7.5 seconds back from Pablo Plays, but he's got Puck's teammate Jay Supreme, that other Haas, right there on his tail. He took that P7 from Supreme, but Supreme's not going to take that line down. You see him catching up through the start straight.
I mean, Pucks has 86% battery compared to Stubley's 14%. If there's a chance right here, it could definitely be made. Looks like Stubley does have low battery, and it is very challenging to charge the battery if you are in P1 without the wing open. So that's very interesting here. 2 laps left. Will Pucks make the move here with 94% battery compared to 24% battery in P1 here for Stubley? So will that be the difference here? I'm not too sure, but we will find out here.
Well, and you know, we just saw there Stubley, the rear end kicking out just a little bit on that final corner of the lap. You know, I think he knows Pucks is behind him, and he knows Pucks is coming for him, and I think he's trying to push it as hard as he can, and he's got to be very careful here not to spin the car trying to get too good of a jump coming out of some of these corner exits. But here goes Pucks. He's burning the battery now. He's got the DRS. He's got the slipstream. He's going to go to the inside. He's not. He's going to give it a look. He's going to fall back in. Still at almost 100% battery.
100% battery for Pucks compared to 45% for Stubley. So Stubley is making a comeback on the battery charge. But it looks like Pucks is just kind of setting up here to make the overtake. I think it's very crucial for Stubley to have a great exit out of turn 14. So yeah, let's see how these drivers compete here on the final laps.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the rest of this one. We've got one more to go the next time around. Stubley lead the pack. He had a P3 last week. He's looking for the win this week, but he's got a lot of stiff competition here behind him. Pucks and lead the follower. These three have been battling it out all race, and this is no different. And look, lead the follower go to the inside. They're 3 wide coming out of the hanger straight.
Oh my
Pucks
God.
get into the side of the Haas. And he gets forced out wide. Lead the follower from P3 to P1, getting past both Stubley and Pucks.
Wow. Oh, when he goes, oh, he locks up, and his back end goes out a little bit going into turn. Oh my goodness.
So we've done a little switcheroo here. Pucks maintaining that P2, but Stubley going from P1 to P3. Lead the follower going from P3 to P1. Just an unreal display of racing here. And this is the final lap.
Just goes to show, Andre, how exhilarating Silverstone is. It's like a high-speed track with super technical turns, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. These guys have put on a show all season. This race is no different. Drivers' Championship, Constructors' Championship, be damned. They're here to entertain.
Oh, and Pablo Plays makes the move on Kryptonic Swaying into P4 for Pablo Plays here. On the final lap. Who wants it more? Who wants P1 here? I'm not too sure. Will it be Pucks? Will it be Stubley? Will it be Lead the Follower? I'm not too sure, but let's see who can execute here on the final turns.
It's absolutely a toss-up between these three. We've seen them go back and forth. We just saw 3-1, 1-3. And Stubley now, look, he's got a little bit of a gap forming between him and Pucks.
Oh, and Lead the Follower had not the greatest jump out of turn 14.
There goes
Pucks is on the battery, 50% battery. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, there goes Pucks into P1 now. And Lead the Follower now, he's in danger of Stubley behind. Stubley catching up. That little battle there.
Oh, and Lead the Follower is taking the inside. No, he doesn't. Oh, man. Fantastic race from these guys here.
We've got the flag
Wow.
waving.
P1 takes the win here. Pucks F1, the Haas. Lead the follower P2, Stubley P3. Fantastic drive from all these drivers. P5, Pablo plays. Looks like Jay Supreme's coming around here for P6. Oh my goodness.
Oh no! Jay Supreme getting a 10-second penalty for hitting Pablo after the start-finish line because Pablo parked it on the line.
Oh my goodness, what is going on here? And Mindset sets the fastest lap, 127.7.
We knew that was coming when he come out with 2 laps to go on the softs. Mindset getting the fastest lap, taking it away from DB to best. DB up there P6, he really could have used that extra point. Mindset said no way. He took it from him.
What a fantastic race, man! That was exhilarating. From lap 1 to the final lap of the race. So that is just a fantastic effort from all parties involved.
Yeah, absolutely. DB DeBest getting driver of the day, and I think it's well deserved. He started down there at the bottom. I think he started P18 from that disqualification in qualifying, and he surely made the most of it, gaining 12 spots up to P6 there at the end of the race. We see Pucks lifting the trophy one more time. He's locked up P2 in the drivers. They're going to spray the champagne. Going to soak his engineer there. Haas has done well for Pucks this season. We had a hell of a race there. Stubley lead the follower. Pucks, they're going to cheers on the podium. Celebrate one more race.
Rightfully so. Cheers, fellas. Cheers.
Absolutely. So here's your finishing order from Silverstone and AM1. Pucks F1 taking the win. Lead the follower Stubley. Kryptonic Swang, Pablo plays up in P5. DB to Best, Mail Cart, and J Supreme, Fragley. Mindset taking a P10. Heavy Chalice, Treba Goat, Bandoot, Silent Apex. Cam Tizzle, Chuck Tucker, Sarazzle, and Geo finishing out. Sarazzle and Geo with D and Fs there at the end of the field. All right. Man, what a race. So we're going to try and get some drivers in here for interviews. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Contest to Speed.
Contest to speed.
Contest to speed.
Contest of speed.
Welcome back to Contest to Speed. We just saw an amazing race here at Silverstone. We've got our top three in the voice chat for post race interviews. We're going to start it off with our P3 finisher Stubley, back-to-back P3s on the podium, joining the post race podcast here another week. Glad to have you back, Stubley. How's it feel?
Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, it feels good. It feels good to get another podium, but man, was I really wanting like a P2, even that race win. I know I was leading the laps a couple times, so it definitely felt like it was totally possible. But I'm still like I can't lie. I still have to be happy with a third place.
I think you hear a lot of guys. They'll say, like, oh, I could have won if this or that. Like I could have won if this hadn't happened or whatever. But like, or like I should have won that race, and really they probably weren't ever going to win it. I can honestly say, I think I can speak for Sweens and myself both. We didn't know what was going to happen that last lap. You guys were so tight all race. I mean, just battling hard. And we saw you go from 3 to 1. We saw Lead the Follower go you went from 1 to 3. Lead the Follower went 3 to 1. Puck stayed in the middle. You guys were swapping back and forth. You came around that final lap 27, and we were like, it's a toss up. Like, who knows what's going to happen here? I definitely think P1 was not out of the question for you or Lead the Follower. Pucks managed to pull it off in the end, but how much are you sweating that? I mean, that seemed like it was a dogfight the entire race.
Yeah, I mean, because it kind of helped because Kryptonic was kind of running an alternate strat, so I found myself kind of just tailing him after both Pucks went in the 2 laps prior, and then I saw Lead the Follower pit as well, and I thought, I mean, maybe if I get a lap extra on these guys on the mediums, maybe it could give me that advantage. And I mean, again, I was behind. I got the DRS as well, so that kind of is what made me stay out for that lap longer. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But I mean, I still can't complain. I mean,
and I think I could say though, like, I don't think it was a bad, I don't think it was the strategy that lost that. Like, it was just such a tight race.
For sure, man.
I think that was just one of those, you can do everything right, and it is what it is. Not to downplay it or to seem like it's, it's a hell of an achievement. Like, that was such a tough race to win.
For sure. But I mean, I could keep thinking about I could have saved my DRS a little better, or I could have, not taken this curve and that's in this turn. But it was still it was a fantastic race. Like, it's super fun when you get a race for a win like that, and the race win is super close like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys put on a hell of a show, and I definitely think, you didn't get the win, but it's definitely one to hang your hat on, and certainly one you should be proud of.
For sure. Thank you, man. Hey, we'll see what happens next week. We'll see what happens.
That's right. We've got one to go. We're expecting big things out of you next week as well. No pressure.
I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweens, how about you, brother?
I don't have much to say, man. Excuse me, but Stelvey, man, that was a fantastic race, man. You definitely kept it exciting. You definitely, especially when you're driving and you're in front of a car and you see the car behind you, taking that inside line, and you see that arrow there. It really puts the pressure on, and you definitely put the pressure on some of these drivers tonight, and it was a fantastic showing. So great output,
awesome,
man. Great output, good racing, great watch. Yeah, man. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man.
All right. So we just heard there, P3 finisher Stubley in the V car. We're gonna jump up P2 in the McLaren. We've got Lead the Follower in here. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, guys. Doing well. That was a really fun race, and I'm sweating, but it was a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, I mean, I feel like a broken record, but it was so intense to watch. I'm sure that doesn't even compare to how it was to be driving in it. And we were just speaking with Stubley there and talking about, one of those, the strategy was fine. Like, it just couldn't pull it off there in the end. You seem to have a pretty good handle on the strategy as well. Is there anything you thought you maybe could have done differently in that race, maybe to get the win, or just kind of the same deal, or how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think it was just, we all three of us pit on 3 different laps and ended up nose to tail again. So it was just one of those races. But yeah, maybe 3 or 4 to go. I felt like I didn't quite have the tires under me like those two did, so I kind of decided that I wanted to be leading on the last lap and defend rather than attack. I didn't think I'd have enough like drive off to make it happen. So I just I was in third for a bit, tried to recharge, and then just wanted to have the lead on the last lap and felt like I had a better shot defending than attacking, but it looked like Pucks had a better handle, at least drive off than I did. So, it I don't think I would have changed anything. I kind of did what I wanted to and just didn't win. So that's all right. It was still a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we saw, especially from you, man. Coming down like that hanger straight there, and like, man, you made some wild sweeps, like from inside to outside or outside to inside. You just using the whole track, trying to get around. You guys were 3 wide at one point. I mean, unreal. And I think it was you and Pucks actually made a little bit of contact there at one point. I think.
Yeah,
But
at the end of that straight, I was closer than I thought to him and just got into the back of him right before the break zone, and I was glad nothing more happened. But that was once, and then I think maybe when we were passing mindset, we were 3 wide and touched a little bit too, or somewhere it happened. So yeah, it was touch and go, but I mean everyone was really clean, gave each other room, and those types of races are a lot of fun.
yeah, well, I mean, as much as fun as you guys were having, it certainly showed in the broadcast. It was very hard racing. Great watch. I can't say enough about how fun that was, and just on the edge of our seats that entire time. So, congratulations, man, on the P2. How you feeling about going to Texas next week?
Well, I didn't think I was gonna. I have not run many laps at Silverstone, so I just figured, qualify somewhere 5th to 10th, get decent points, and then qualify third and race for the win. So I'd say the same thing about next week, but who knows? Maybe we'll be up front. I'm not sure.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to seeing what you bring to Circuit of the Americas next week. But once again, congratulations on the P2. Great race from you. Great race from Stubley. Great race from Pucks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, and with that, we'll go to our race winner once again, Pucks F1.
Mm-hmm.
How's it feel back on top again?
Can't complain, bro. Can't complain. Feels good to be on top again. I don't know, just wasn't focusing on getting the win. Just as long as I'm P2 in the championship, staying there and keeping it light and smooth. So it was a great win, though.
Yeah, solid drive from you. It looked a little bit up in the air there, especially in the closing laps. I mean, you guys fought all race, but they're like, Stubley was ahead, and then Stubley and Lead the Follower swapped places, and you stayed in the middle. And we didn't know what was going to happen, and you ended up pulling it off there in the end. Great move by you, but this race you've locked up P2. I don't think Pablo is not going to be able to take that P2 from you in the championship. So a little bit of sigh of relief, maybe. So what's next for you coming into the last week of the season?
Going for that win again, I guess. There's not really much to say. Any driver here in AM1 wants to win, and I don't think anyone would want to be in second place or lower. So everyone's aiming for that win, and I'm here to do the same.
All right. Down to business. He's here for the win. We love to hear it. Oh, man, I just got a little tongue-tied there. Sorry. Yeah, so you pulled off the win again, looking for the win next week. You think you're going to be able to handle another battle like you had this race if it happens again next week, or hoping for a little bit easier time, or what do you
yeah. I'm hoping for another clean battle. It's not fun to be being lonely duck in first place, so always want a challenge and some clean racing, and that's what we got tonight with Stubbly and Lead the Follower. So yep.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the win once again. Sweens, anything to add here before we get out of here tonight?
Hey man, you guys covered it, man. It was a fantastic race, clean race, great output, great input. But yeah, no, Pucks, it was incredible seeing the battery management throughout the race. I definitely
Appreciate it.
something was going on when I saw the battery differences throughout the race. I was like, okay, Pucks is definitely cooking something up. But yeah, I just have one question, man. What was your thought process going into turns 10 through 14, Maggots and Beckett's? What was your like, do you like, just walk me through how to, you kind of tackle that section, especially during this race with every, the cars right near you. Are you thinking, all right, how fast can I take turns 13 and 14 and get a good jump? Or, what was your thought process going into that tricky section there with the cars near towards the end?
I was just thinking of not consuming battery for nothing, especially in the S's. Just keep it on medium and stay as close to lead the follower as possible, and hopefully get a better exit than him, which I did, and hopefully I had a way more battery than I think will lead the follower in stubby, so worked out as well. So yeah, I was just staying calm through the S's, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely showed, man, and
Yeah.
it definitely paid off in the end, for sure. So,
Yeah, for sure.
great
Shout out to
execution there.
my Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Cheers.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, congratulations to our podium finishers. Pucks, F1, lead the followers, Stubley. Another great race in the books for Contest of Speed. Season 15 AM1 Championship. We've got one more race to go. Like we said, next week, coming to you live from the Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas. And if you like what you saw on track, you want to be a part of this solid, grueling on-track action. This will be the last race of Season 15 next week. We'll be running right into signups for Season 16. This is the best time to sign up now. ! Discord in the Twitch chat. We'll provide you a link to the Contest Speed Discord. We've got racing for American. We've got American tiers. We've got European tiers. Tiers for all skill levels. We'd love to have you come be a part of our excellent community. I mean, it's a great place to be. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. I've been here for I think this is my 4th season now. I love it here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And I hope you enjoy it here too. So come on, check us out. Like I said, ! Discord in the Twitch chat. With that being said, we're going to get out of here tonight. Congratulations to our podium winners, and we will see you next week from Austin.
Take a fake ID.